Good afternoon. The thing that haunts the web, Empressgoth, is, out on my porch. Just relaxing, watching the birds before the parents and different ones show up, as they always do. And excuse me if I sound a little lisp or whatever. I just, not too long ago, got my flippers. I seem to have a harder time adjusting to the top one than the bottom. For each, I have one tooth missing on the top and one tooth missing on the bottom. So I got a flipper for each. So I thought it looked probably a little weird. The reason why I'm on outside, I was thinking about a video I watched today. The one video I really enjoyed, it talked about, our elders and also being there to support our elders in the witchy community and such. And that's fine. But then I ran into a video that had an elder person on it, and they sounded more like a gatekeeper. And the other video prior to that talked about the problem with gatekeepers and how it kind of sets us back a bit. So to listen to an actual gatekeeper complain about something that they didn't like on TikTok and how it is our duty to show a realistic something. First of all, I hate the word duty. I've always, how we must do this and how we must do that. How about letting people be themselves? You're allowed to be yourself and go on the web, on YouTube, and say what you want to. How about the rest of us? And how life and witchcraft is messy. Yes, it can be messy. Nothing's ever easy. I mean, there are always problems. We already know life is messy, and including witchcraft, which is, you see on the news, it's messy. You see things, gossip of the stars, it's messy. Everything is messy. It's messy when you have to clean your house, pay your bills, and that's fine. But she had a problem because they were making things aesthetic pleasing, making things pretty and beautiful and all that kind of stuff. My attitude with that is those folks are very good creators. That's something that I would like to be able to do. They have a better talent than I, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let them create. And if they want to show certain things like the craft in a beautiful way, why not? We always hear about it in a negative way. And yes, we deal with it one-on-one. Nothing's perfect. We have problems. We run into things we don't like or even scare us or whatever else. But for those who show their world in a beautiful way, they're just showing an aspect of how they love what they do. They love the craft, whether they're a witch or even not a witch, because I've seen beautiful videos that are done where they lived on farms and how they tell you they have problems, but they also show you why they love it so much, otherwise they wouldn't put so much into it. With that being said, and I got some artwork to finish up and everything, why not let those folks show the beauty? I know when I wrote a book, and I know nobody's going to read it, I wrote about the elements, and when the people were talking to the elements like they were family, and what they appreciated about those elements. What I wrote about the different elements of earth, air, fire, and water that she was talking to them, what she appreciated about them, came from my heart. And I saw the beauty in that way. And maybe creating beautiful content shows those people enjoy certain aspects of their life. I'm not going to criticize that. I'm not going to tell that person you shouldn't share videos about how you feel about this and that. And that's the problem. We always keep telling each other what we can and cannot do. You want the freedom to show your videos, why can't they show theirs? You don't have to agree with what they're doing, and we don't have to agree with what you're doing. But just, maybe we need to leave each other alone. I don't know. But my attitude is, what comes from the heart should be left alone. And if they want to show a beautiful aspect of the witchcraft or whatever, let them. And if you want to talk about the messy part, oh, by all means, talk about it. But don't tell somebody, it is our duty and we have to, blah, blah. Don't like. People need to be themselves at all times. And they don't need somebody always at the gate telling them what to do. I didn't watch very much of that particular video. I shut it off and just shook my head like, ain't got time. It's too much criticism. After watching a good video before about the elders, and then to see an elder act a fool is not good. It kind of shuts the door on the rest of us. But I do hope you have a good day. You may or may not agree with me, and that's fine. My word is not law, and everybody's entitled to their opinions. But I do hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and I will show a bit of my artwork when I got started later. Bye-bye, kiddo.